Episode 100 AC.
We've made
100.
it.
And look at the man in the top left-hand corner. The man all suited up. He is the man in black. And the other
Looking
guy,
fine in that, eh,
just like,
boys?
just like normal.
Show 100, Horse's birthday Saturday, Far Lap's 100th. Blake Shin returned to the track. There's a little sniff of spring in the air. It's just around the corner. I'm excited. Let's get into it. How you boys
Yeah.
doing?
Tone, what do you reckon?
Yes, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Marto's got it all keyed up, ready to go. Next thing you know, the Melbourne Cup, Caulfield Cup's coming up. Looks
Ooh,
like it's
yes.
going to be a Freo Lions grand final. The probably Sydney will fold like a fucking garden chair. Hawthorn can't kick goals. What's wrong with the rest of them? I can't think, but yeah.
Geelong.
Uh, Carlton's rocketing up the ladder, and now we're officially the worst team in the AFL. We'll miss the top 16 next year. We're nothing.
You
Well,
only had 12
yeah.
guys to work with this year, Tone.
Oh, shock.
I tell you what, between both of you, I don't know which one talks underwater better. Hang on a tick. Marto's even got the red wine out. Look
Oh,
at that.
yes.
Seriously,
Bloody
celebrate.
red
The
wine.
celebration, buddy. It's a celebration, boys.
Tone, let's not kid ourselves, right? Yours is full of whiskey as well.
Boys
You just like, oh, it looks like a coffee mug, whereas poor old me, look, I've just got the tap water.
underwaters.
Tap water, vodka straight. That's what
You know
that
what it
is.
is? No,
Uzo.
I needed it, mate. I needed it. I'm ready. I'm literally ready to fall asleep. But anyway, episode 100 AC, we did get here eventually. We were going to film last week, but I guess it's important that all three of us are here, and it's always good to see a man in a suit. Look at that. I'm just love
Fantastic.
it, eh? So at
Yes.
least it's good
Good
to
to
see
see.
that someone does care, unlike you.
Absolutely.
I
The
don't wear a
scouts are on the
suit
phone
anymore.
now. Hang on a minute. I got RSN on the phone. Yeah, just hang on a minute. I'm filming with the boys.
Now, Marta, you've thrown out a couple of winners over the week at Goodwood, and I think you've put out a couple more.
Oh,
Doesn't
a
matter
little
that
bit
they're
short,
short.
but they are
Doesn't,
winners, and that's what matters.
yeah, it doesn't matter. No, but they are
That's it.
short. And if they're winning, that's okay. Behind the scenes, we can hang shit on you if we like, because that's all you tip. But when they're winning, it's irrelevant. Correct?
Correct,
There we
correct.
go.
And
Yes. If they're
I
winning, it's
mean,
irrelevant. If they're
yeah.
losing, then we just hang more shit. But the moment they're winning.
Absolutely. That's what we're here for,
So
to dry out your poo.
there's plenty, and I've got one just I've got one for you this weekend at your price too. So don't worry about that. I've
Oh,
Nice.
on the
Nice.
Marno
We're
bandwagon.
liking it. I think we've gone for a little bit of value this week, actually, in the Mardo tips. So we'll see what happens anyway.
You may have. All right, Tone, Kickstarter, get us away, mate.
uh, I've yeah, I've gone to Melbourne for a change this week. Melbourne race one, first cab off the rank, so to speak. Race one, Niarco Fraud. It's about 350. I think what's his name? I haven't got my notes, all the notes here, but I think Blake Shin's on board, isn't he, Mato?
Yes, he is. That's right. First ride back.
Yes, so I'm hoping, and I think he's a big chance in this. There is a danger in the race, because I think this is second favourite, isn't it? Niarco
Yeah.
Fraud's second
Yeah.
favourite.
Our gift
Yes.
favour, isn't it?
Uh, our chief. Our chief.
Oh, something like that.
Our
Yeah.
chief. So it's sort of a race in two. I think Shinny will be after some coin, and he can get the job done.
Well done.
Well, I like it, Tone, but are you concerned at all about the dry track, given it hasn't won? I know it's only had one over 2000, but he eats up a trip, that's for sure. He ran well through the line a couple of weeks ago. Just a little bit of a query about the dry track.
Excuse me.
Although
Yeah,
it's not going to be a road, is it?
No,
no,
might be a road.
no.
So if he can pick up, I really like that horse too. I love it as a stayer. Bloody another import.
If they do love them, they bring them over.
Well, the
No, or
Chinese keep
you.
bringing up our
That
stayers, don't they?
Yeah, there's good staying races here, and there's good money for them. So why not? So where are you going, Marto? Because I'm
I'll
following.
tell you what, I'm going to Rose Hill. I'm going in a highway, and I think it's going to be third time lucky for Wayburn. He's had a couple of cracks at the highways. both at Randwick and both come second by small margins. I think Rosehill's going to suit him. We've got Nashi Rawiller sticking on there. Nice draw from 11, I think, because he's going to slide across and be one, maybe two pairs back behind the speed. The rail is out 8 meters, so I think that might favour front runners, but he's not going to be too far off him. And he does have a turn of foot. Gotta love Matty Dunn in a highway. Third time
Yeah.
lucky.
Which is nice, but I don't like the fact that you said they're going to favour front runners because mine's in race three, but I think class will set this horse aside. So race three at Rosehill, number two Columbus, very cheap horse when they first purchased it.
Yep.
Cost I think 1.5 million thereabouts, so it was cheap. It's had four starts. It's won two. Look, it's a done deal. So I think. Right, moving forward, this horse will start to get over ground. J-Max on board, won first up, won well, was over 1400, steps up, I think, to 1500, shouldn't be a problem. Gun jockey, gun horse, gun price, bigger things in store. Take the $2.10, get in the queue and collect. That's how I hope that it goes down.
Well, I agree for all the reasons you like it too, Taz. I do think J-Mac might settle it a bit more forward from barrier six. So I don't think the bias is going to be too much of a problem. Hell of a turn of a foot on this thing and is going to want further. So it's going to be attacking hard late, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, like every now and again, you see these horses, they come out sort of at the end of winter, on the fringe of spring. I just don't think this is here to pick up these sorts of races. I think they're going to try to target something later
Oh,
on.
for sure.
It's cost them a fortune. It's shown plenty,
Yep.
and J-Max on it, so who knows? Hopefully, take the $2.10 or stay out of the chats because I'll be copping it. Yeah.
No, no, not at all. Every reason to tip this one as a winner, Taz.
I've got the
Every
sniffles.
reason.
Oh dear, excuse me, I have got the sniffles. Maybe I'm getting a bit of a cold, gentlemen. I hope not. Now, lead away.
Yes.
Now, best bets. So, I mean, if we get those going down pat, what do we got? We've got $2, $5, and about $4. Is that right?
Yep. Yep.
Tones, yeah, four,
No,
yeah.
that's
So that's 10,
four.
$40.
And I think, I mean, they're pretty good chances. So what do we got? We've got a second favourite. We've got an odds, potentially an odds on. What's yours, Marta? Yours probably second, third pick?
I think it's third in the running, yeah.
Yeah, so, for why
For a
not?
chance.
I think
Big
we're a big
chance.
chance. I will actually get on board this weekend because I've been quiet. Have you guys been quiet or have you guys been getting sneaky?
I'll get a little
I haven't
sneaky.
been betting, to be honest.
To,
I haven't been pumping.
I'll be flat out honest. The end of winter has been very, very kind to me.
No.
It's a shame I haven't shared more of them, but it's all about personal gains first, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Absolutely.
Yes.
But
I have actually enjoyed the end of winter. I do like those wet tracks. And once you pick that bias, you can kind of narrow it down to one or two. And as long as you're on the right side of the coin, cha-ching.
what I liked is, I mean, that's good to hear, Marta, but I like Tone's comment. I haven't been betting, to be honest. How about if you're dishonest, Tone?
Bullshitters.
Mate,
Tell us what
no,
we want
no,
to
no.
hear.
I've cracked the shits with the punt anyway because I've missed two of my stable runners, and I would have put them up on the side as well. A few weeks ago was Tolly's D at about 20 to 1 or something during the week, and then what's name got under my guard, Dark Glitter, and that one it
Oh,
won't
yeah.
win another race now for the next 50 starts.
I'm
Didn't
surprised.
realise it was in.
There was another one I'm surprised that you didn't tip, that I didn't tip because I thought you would tip on Wednesday, and that was Miss Lola.
Oh, did it win?
Yeah, of course it did.
Hello, Ellie Lola.
Yeah, it
No,
did.
you're joking.
No, I'm not.
It
I'm
did.
serious. It did.
Absolutely, it did.
Yeah, and it got the
I
drift.
didn't
I think
see
it
it.
was it
Didn't see
was
it.
it was $4. It was in the first race. I said I'll leave this one for Tone. I'm sure he'll tip it. So I went and looked for something else. Anyway, mine got scratched. Needless to say, but so I
Yeah,
didn't.
you saved money.
I did, but yeah. Now, best
I got
Anyway,
bet.
sick of them scratching it every week.
Well,
During the
they
week on the weekend, got sick of it.
Well, they didn't scratch at this one, and that's why I thought
Found
you
the
were
right
going
race.
all over it. Best
I
bet.
hope some people got it.
Best bets. Let's kick us off.
Best bets. Tone?
Flemington race
Oh, you
five.
go. Go for it, mate. Go. Go.
Sorry, I'm going to jump in front of
Yeah.
you. Jump in the queue. Push the old fella aside. Flemington race five. It's a horse's birthday weekend. A very weak benchmark 78. I do like number two, Stealth of Night. Jackson Radley is right in the house down. I think he's contesting with Jabez Johnson as the best young rider in Victoria right now. But Stealth of Night ran very, very well over 1100 a few weeks back at Caulfield, but looked like it needed that run. I think extending out over 1400 with a bit of a fitness run under its belt and nice young jockey in the saddle. Very well drawn in barrier four, goes forward 10 metres at Flemington. Does like conditions, does like the distance. Just got to tick off the track, and we're in the winner's circle.
Now, who is the jockey you said? Jabens. Is that how you pronounce it?
Well, I say Yabez. They say Jabes. I
Just
think
out of,
Yabez sounds better.
just out of curiosity, how did the parents come up with these names?
I have no idea, but it's unique.
Yeah, I know it is, but the poor
And
kid.
he is making a name for himself.
No
No, not a
wonder.
poor kid. He's
No
going to be a
wonder.
champion
Blue
jockey.
You reckon he's going to be a
Blue
champion jockey?
Dreamers in the top paddock, Taz.
Hey?
Yeah.
Blue Dreamers in the top paddock.
Yeah.
Mixed up with the normal mushrooms, a name
Yeah.
like that.
No,
I
well,
don't even know if he's an Aussie or he's come from somewhere else. I'm not sure of his ancestry, but it's an unusual name.
is
It
it,
is, yeah, it is.
who's the one that's come from
He's
Tassie
riding
that's
well, isn't he?
riding at the moment as well? There's one that's come over across from Tassie that's riding very well. There's a young jockey. Uh, I'd have to go through the form guide. No, I won't do it now. But Tone,
Is that the? Oh, I don't know. Is that?
whilst you're giving us your tip, I'll find the jockey that's come over from Tassie that's riding at Melbourne, and I'll get your opinions on him because he's probably not in your black book yet. But Tone, tip us away, mate. Tip us away.
Okay, staying going to Sydney. Sydney after Mardo, of course. There, Sydney race 6, number 5. Aye, Captain. McAvoy's on board. It's one of Les Bridges' out of the Les Bridges stable there. It's about 420. Get about four, probably around about $4. The firmer track will probably suit it. Its last 4 starts, I'll read them from its previous start. So it was 5-3, 1-3. It doesn't win a lot, does find trouble at times. Everything, it's one of those horses, I think, that everything has got to be right. But
Mm.
I think it's due for
Does
another
it,
win. And
does
I
it push
think
forward or does it stay back? Do you know, Tone? Is it a?
I didn't look at the map, Taz. No, but
I
it's
only
one that
asked
I've
only because
followed.
Marto's told us that he thinks it's going to be a leaders. That's all.
Usually just behind the speed, which the favourite Enviable with J Mac on is going to be right there beside it. So who pops where? I think that is a race in two. I like IA Captain for the value and definitely the improving track and K Mac on board.
Nice one. I think
Yes.
the jockey I was talking about might have been that Jabens. I think did he come over from Tasmania?
I don't know. I don't look
Yeah.
into their history, mate. It's just sort of the
Okay.
name keeps popping up and you take note.
I guess that's
Yeah,
why.
I don't know much about him. I just noticed he's been riding well, and
He rode a
I thought,
treble on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's the kid,
Thank you
but
very
anyway,
much.
I'll find out more for next week. Now, my best bet, because I'm still stuck with my Kickstarter, is Daisy Do. Daisy Do at Morfordville, race 6, number 9. This horse, first up, wasn't a bad run to be honest. And, probably didn't get things going its way, but it's had 17 starts. It's been in the money 12 times. It's won 4. It's won on a track, so it's you'd be pretty happy to own it. Second up, Margaret Collett comes back on. She's ridden it, I think, 12 times if I'm going off memory, and been in the money 11. Can't complain with that. So she knows the horse. Um, it is Morfordville. I just think that I'm looking at this here, and I think she should be charging home. I mean, she's got a good draw, should be able to position up well. I hope there's no real bias. I don't like bias, and I find these days tipping so early. Um, if you get the bias wrong, your tips go completely down the toilet.
That's
So with us filming, like even on a Thursday night, as much as I like Daisy Do right now, they could run the first five races and leaders just dominate. And Daisy Duke, I've done me dough and everyone I've
Mm.
tipped it to. But this horse will have speed in this race. And that's between Bristler, Xanthron, and Real Deluxe. And if there's speed on, we get back and we motor home. I think the favourite is next Tronus. We made it slightly better for the weights. And all I think we've got to do is just follow it, get over the top of it, and we pretty much win the race. At $6, I'm prepared to take a chance each way, be it a 1 by 3 or be it just straight out and maybe not put as much. Margaret Collett, Daisy Do, sounds like a winner to me. Morphettville, race 6, number 9, two of Tone's favourite numbers.
Why not?
Notice that? Got to
Game
get straight on him.
Bing.
Normally,
Oh
Tone
boy,
would be arguing and saying no, no, no. But when we hit the mark, Marto, with Tone, he loves it.
absolutely. Yeah,
Uh,
yes, he's in a good mood, obviously.
You know what? You know what his favourite three-digit number is?
Carry on.
181.
ah,
Right.
oh, you're on key tonight, aren't you?
Oh. Taz, you've hit a roughie for us last week. What have you got for us this week in the glory
I
days?
I have got one, and I don't know if it's going to be as rough as it probably should be, but the one I do like is at Rose Hill Race 9, number 2, Fire Star. Now I think we've tipped
Oh
this
yes,
before, both you and me, Marto,
Yes.
I believe so.
and I think a few of us. But I'm going to go backwards here. I've written it down. Last start, listed race, beaten 1.5 lengths fourth. Start before, Group 3 race, beaten 1.25 or 1.4 lengths sixth. Start before that listed, beaten less than a length. Start before that listed, beaten 2 lengths. That's 4 runs this preparation. This is a benchmark 94.
Mm.
It's a soft track. It's going to suit it. It's been 2 weeks between runs. It's coming down back from I think it was in the Rathmoyne, is that right, in Grafton, where it ran fourth, it motored home. I think it'll push for. Oh, it didn't motor home; it was thereabouts. I think it's going to be rock hard fit. I don't really care whether it's a drying track or a wetter track. I just think we push forward, take a position. We're rock fit, rock hard fit, and we're a big
Mm.
chance at a good price at about $13 at the moment and $4 a place.
Definitely overs,
Oh,
especially if that leader bias turns out to be true.
Yeah, that's right. So so potentially, Marta, what you're saying is I could be doing my dough, get it all back.
Absolutely. Cash it in at $13. Woo.
So what has the man in the suit and the man in green got to say about their roughies, please, boys?
well, Ardo can take he can take double time here because I've just noticed mine's been scratched, and
Oh
Already?
dear.
the only week I haven't picked a backup for my glory
That's all right.
days.
That's all right. You save money on the roughie. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you mine. We're going to the last at Flemington. Number 2, Moby Dick. Now we are taking on a short price favourite, so we're not going to get big odds here. What are we getting? $11 and about $2.90 each way. This horse has been up and down like a bride's nightie, as Tone would say. So I reckon he's due to hit his straps. Barrier 7, Logan Bates. Last start, they did take him forward and he ran out of legs and could have faded late. If they go forward and take a trail, a pair back, he's going to be right in this because he's normally a back marker, but they just sort of rode him a little bit differently
Oh
last time
dear.
at Flemington. So, I mean, he goes okay at the track. He's gone okay at the distance. He's 1 from 2. He does like a firming track. He can run in all conditions, but
Yeah.
barrier 7, I think Logan Bates might take a bit of an advantage of that and just jump and trail the pace again and let him let down late.
He's an interesting horse, maybe, Dick, because
Yeah,
when he first hit the racetrack, he showed a lot.
yeah,
And
yeah, he
if I
did.
remember correctly, did they take him over to Perth last year or something? I think
Oh,
that,
possibly, possibly.
and I don't know, he doesn't seem to have come back his super self. So I don't know. He's an interesting horse. He's one that
No,
I follow with.
he's got a a couple of three fails. He's got a win and a fourth. So this prep. So I mean, like I said, he's up and down like a bride's
Yeah,
90.
he
You've
is.
really got to catch him on his day.
He is.
But things do set up for him, and Gavin Bedgood's got faith in him to throw him in this race. It's not a very strong. It's only a benchmark 78, but these guys could go round on a Wednesday, barring the favourite, of course. But that's the one we've got to beat. Just like Gabby, very very light. Nice little spring mare now. She is. She's not a filly anymore. That's what we're taking on. So she's going to be hard to beat. But if he's thereabouts, he might just upset.
Well, we're getting to that pointy end of the footy season, which means it's the good end of the racing season if that begins. So hopefully, if we focus on a little bit of football, Marto, your Swans, are you prepared to say they're done, or are you prepared to say they're
No,
going
I
to
never
sort of
said they're
come?
done. I said we were top six. You guys said, they're top two, top four, whatever. I've always said they're top six because we haven't beaten those top five sides. Um, but we do have Justin McInerney back. Judge is back and he's firing, so he's going to have a couple of games under his belt to get match fit. Errol Goulden showed last week he is absolutely back,
Yeah.
41 touches, and he was everywhere. And that complements Heaney and Warner, of course, who are in there. But those top teams have beaten our midfield, and we've got one of the best midfields in the competition. So we've got 4 weeks to fix that up, and then it's at the real business end of the season. If we can't fix that up, we'll go out in straight sets.
Now, Tone, what about your mob, Richmond? Now, tell me something. Do you want to keep your coach, or do you want to get out and hang him early?
Oh, mate, I I think he's a nice guy, but I just don't think he's the right fit. And it's not his fault. I blame the medical team for all the injuries that we've had. We've had double the amount of injuries than any other side. Basically the whole team out. They haven't played together for ages. But
Mm,
in saying that, when you watch the games, there's no game plan. I can't see anything there. So
it is.
I don't think
Um,
he's the right fit for
So,
Richmond.
I
so
think, sorry,
would you
I'm just going to
consider?
interject. I'm just going to say that I think everyone's a bit harsh on Adams Uze. He really hasn't had a chance this year. Because, like Tone said, they've had a lot of injuries. They've had as many as 25 on the injury list, and only one left, should one fall over at times. 4 weeks ago, they had no listed players playing in the reserves. So I think he needs another year to prove himself, to put those group of players together and see what they can do. That aside, your man Lalor, I think he played well last week. He was a standout in amongst, I don't know what you call them, donkeys. But that's only his first game back. He's only going to get better.
I know
I
he's
think
done.
Uze needs,
He's a very good footballer. Don't worry about that.
yeah.
Play run.
And you've still got Hopper, and there's another one from the middle out as well. They've still got to come back. And you're relying on guys like Tiger Tim, and there's another old one in there as well. And then you got your Ruck, he's over the hill.
And
Uh,
Kirby.
in the, and then Curvis, yeah. So there's a bit of turnover to come there. There's still leadership qualities in those guys that they can pass on. But I think he needs another year before we can assess where Uze is at as a coach.
I think you've got to bite the bullet. I think otherwise you're going to do what potentially Carlton did, and you're going to waste the season. I think that the fact
Right.
that you got you got potentially you got Buckley, you've got Simpson, you've got Longmire, you've got them there waiting. You've got all these other highly credentialed, supposedly coaches. I think maybe Richmond need to move on Uze and go for an experienced guy. As for Carlton,
Right.
what do we do? Do we give Josh Fraser the gig, or do we keep going through this process? I mean, it's a
Personally, I
tough
say
call.
stick with Fraser. You've said in the past you'd rather sack him and start again.
No, no, no.
I think he's done.
I wouldn't.
Oh, sorry then. I misheard you. I like Fraser as a coach. I like what he's done. I
Yeah.
know he's lost the last couple of weeks after that nice little run, but I like what he did there. Um, he's actually speaking to Joel Amati from Sydney to bring him down to Carlton as a forward. If you do, you need to put him on the protein shakes and get him in the gym because it's a bit easy to push off the ball. But he's a nice grab. When he's got the cornrows in, he's a dead-eye dick. And when he's got the afro out, he sprays them everywhere. So you know when he's on and when he's off. But yeah, another one from Sydney going down to Carlton because he just can't fit into that Sydney side.
Well, if he does go, he's good mates with Ollie Florent. So
I think that brought about the conversations too. He made the phone. They made the phone calls on his behalf
yeah,
for
they're
that
mates.
reason.
They all look the guy at my soccer club, our senior goalkeeper went to school with him. So Ollie comes
Yep.
to many games, and then when they go overseas, because he's got plenty, Lewis, our goalkeeper, he goes over with them. So uh,
Right.
yeah, they're good mates from high school. Him, there's another one, Tim Taranto and stuff. Amadi. Anyway, they're mates, and
Yeah.
it wouldn't
Cool.
surprise me. Sometimes you do go with your mates. I think money's going to talk as well, but I wouldn't be I wouldn't be selling a farm for him. But and at the same
Oh
time,
no, no.
Sydney need to
He's
be
not. A,
I think the players
he's
are
not a
happy to
Deconi deal.
coach as well at the moment. They're happy with the coach, so they're playing
yeah.
as a team
He's
more
pretty
so.
straightforward. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember Josh Fraser as a player,
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
but he was a
Vaguely,
number
but
one draft pick.
mm,
He was a smart footballer. He played a lot of games. I think injury got him in the end, but I don't know. He comes across as a laid back kind of guy, probably a bit of a duck, if that makes any sense. I reckon underneath he'd be just like that, but
yeah, kind of like
he
a Paul
just
Roos type thing. Like we had at Sydney.
yeah.
He used to always say that too. He said, I'd look calm on the field. And I remember coming out one time against Carlton, three-quarter time, 9 goals down. We kicked 10 goals, nothing in the last quarter to win the game. But he was whistling. He said, underneath, he said, I'm like a duck underwater. He said,
Yeah,
I'm going at a million miles a minute.
yeah.
On the surface, I can't express that to the players. I need to be calm and
Mm.
then pass that on to them so they get the same energy. You have that confidence about you too.
What about your rugby, Marto? Have you been following the Storm this
Yeah,
year?
well,
Because they haven't
complete.
been doing much.
No, I'm actually a Parramatta Eels supporter, so we're at the
Mm.
opposite end of the table this year in the rugby league. I do watch it a little bit. Obviously it's sport, so we're all Aussies. We follow any sort of sport. Yeah, interesting sort of competition shaping up. Brisbane were favoured, and then they went in a 8 or 9 game losing streak, and Penrith were favourites, and they lost to a couple of bottom sides, so it kind of opens the door for everybody in that top 8.
Nice. Now, Tone, there was an earthquake recently in Japan.
Yes.
Did you feel the earth move under?
Yeah, we did a bit.
How
Yeah,
far was it
well,
from you?
it wasn't. Yeah, we felt it here, but it wasn't much, And lucky it was the sideways one, not the one that goes like that. That's the really scary one. But we're still 7 floors up, so it's still not real good when you're sitting there. What's going to come down here in a minute,
Mm,
And
mm.
it's not real good. But down in Kumamoto, where it came from, that epicenter was or whatever, they've had a really tough time the last few years. It's been knocked around down there a lot. So we've been pretty lucky here.
What do you do when an earthquake hits? What do you do? What's
What do
your
we do? We just
yeah? What goes through your
we've got
mind?
Well, it's going to be real bad. We'll be out the front door. So, the front door's open. We've got the bag right at the front with all the emergency stuff in it.
Mm.
So we're just sitting there right now. So if it gets to that stage, we pick it up and race straight down the fire escape stairs.
So you've got a bag there all the time.
Yes. Yeah, we
Oh, you've
just have
got
it
to.
ready
We
to
do
go.
this. We do the same here in cyclone areas, mate. You've got to have that
Right.
emergency kit ready to go, bags packed. So when your roof blows off, you can walk out and you've got something to sustain yourself for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I guess I haven't had that problem, which is a good thing. I mean, I
Mm.
we're living up in Cairns, and yeah, I remember with cyclones and stuff and cyclone parties, and I was fortunate enough to not ever get into any strife or be bad. You know what I mean? But you hear about the body bags that they're flying in and all that sort of stuff. And there's always a potential that people will die, which is bad because when there's not a big population and they say people are going to die, it means that odds are you might know someone.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Um,
That's
but,
that's that's
but not good now. Have you got any specials? Because I have. I noticed something that's running around.
beautiful.
I have got one for you tomorrow.
Fill us in.
Okay, so I was actually considering it as my Kickstarter last week on Saturday in a highway race, but I didn't want to tread on Tone's toes because I know how much he loves those highways, so I stayed away. As it, as it worked out, it got scratched. Ocean tsunami. I think I tipped it to you guys quietly
Oh,
in a
that's the
chat.
omen bet.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, it's going tomorrow. It's in race seven, number six. It's $3. It was scratched from the highway last Saturday. Its form is behind Maples, and I think Maples ran second on Saturday as well. Maples has been going pretty good. It's a singleton train horse, $3, benchmark 66. Yeah, I think it can win. I really do. I think it's had four starts. It's been, I think, second, donut, fourth, if I'm going off memory.
Right.
But they wouldn't
Good
have
for you to
scratched
go
it.
tomorrow.
So $3 tomorrow, maybe just try to build up a little bank for Saturday. That's the only thing I've got
Um,
going.
sorry, there was one come to mind. Ori Star. It's the first race of the spring season, isn't it? Race, excuse me, race seven at Flemington. One I think is over the odds because of the form it's got behind it. Arkansas Kid is a very, very nice each way, if not even on the nose sort of bet. Mark Zara's on this. This thing has jigsaw form. This thing ran behind jigsaw before it ran on its or it won. That was the first or second of its 6 run streak that Jigsaw had. And Arkansas Kid first up does fly. He's got a very good record first up. Absolutely loves Flemington. Will like the drawing track. He doesn't like the wet ones. And the trip over 1,200 meters, he's drawn in barrier three. Like I said, Mark Zara's on. He's going to be right behind the speed. If that bias is true, then he is right in the mix for the RE Star at $6. I have him at around $4.50, so I'll take
Nice.
it at $6.
Nice one. Tone, anything or nothing at the moment? Because I've got a really good question for
Uh,
you.
I've got two. I've got one actually at Gatton tomorrow.
Yep.
Race 8, number 6, Brutal Lass. It's about $3.60. I watched this race actually. It never got clear last start when it mattered. It should have finished much closer. Uh, it looks to map pretty well tomorrow.
Yep.
It's got a bit of speed and could bounce back, should bounce back and win. And the other one I like at Illawarra Grange, I've backed this before. Race 2, number 8, Celestial Grace. It's about $5. Uh, Attacked the line really well last start, and that was first up. So be fitter for that run. It goes up a little bit in trip, and I think it's in on the minimal weight.
Now,
Uh,
Illawarra Grange. It sounds like a bottle of wine, doesn't it?
it does, doesn't it?
Illawarra Greens.
It does. In
It
the
really does.
sticks.
Does. Now, we're
Some
not too
beautiful
far.
country, beautiful country down there.
I have a question for you
Lovely.
guys. And I asked my team this, and I said to them, I want you to think about it. And tomorrow when we meet, because we've got a little stand up, they call it a 15-minute meeting, I want you to come with some answers. But this, for example, is called a pen, correct?
Correct.
What you're wearing is glasses, correct? Tone, you've got glasses. Marto's got a
Yes.
beautiful suit on. Who made up those words? Who decided that a suit is called a suit and that glasses are called glasses and a pen is a pen?
Mm,
Easy.
Who? How?
easy.
But Greeks. It all comes from the Greeks, mate. The
No,
Greeks. The
I'm
Greeks.
serious. But
The
like,
Greeks.
did someone just wake up one day and say, um, this is called a oct blah 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 blah. And for
Which
all we
translates to
I've
finger.
got 10, I've got 10 oct blah 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 blahs. But they called them fingers. Do you know what I mean? Who came up
How
with
did we come on with it
yeah,
indeed?
how did we
I,
come up with
I've thought
words?
I thought that myself before, Taz, about words. You're right. I mean, are they called glasses because this is glass? Why is this called a pen? I have no idea.
Yeah,
Where a suit, no idea. I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, well,
I don't know who came up with the
they're
word.
the eternal questions of the English language, isn't it? Which came first, the orange fruit or the orange color? Which was named after the other?
Well, that's right. Why did you call it an orange? Because
Exactly.
a carrot is an orange.
Yes, that's right. And the English language, a PH can make an F, but when there's an F in the word, the PH, fuck off.
Yeah.
And you take the H out of there, and now the P wants to be a part of everything.
Yeah, so I did. I mean, I did ask that, and yeah, maybe next time we buy a horse and we call it, we can look for something and give it something a unique name, and maybe put it because they put new words in a dictionary and stuff like that as well.
They, yeah. When
You know
did
what I
that
mean?
become a thing? This
So,
young generation.
so
I'm
we could make
offended you
up a
haven't got
word.
lit in the dictionary. So let's make lit a word in the dictionary because it's slang.
Well, we could make up a word too, boys. You know, I mean, the three of us here, you know, we could say that we are um, fandazzling. We have our
Well,
fans.
that's it.
We're
I
dazzling.
won't. If
It's
you
a
want new
plus with
words,
F
you
because we're
just
fantastic. You know, I
if
mean,
you want new
we're
words, you've just
undazzling.
got to watch the AFL commentary on Channel 7 every week. Brian Taylor comes up with a brand new word every week that nobody's ever heard of, but he knows exactly what he means.
Well, there you
That's him. That's
go.
Brian Taylor. I mean, the medical dictionary. There you go.
How?
They put new
Oh,
words in there all the time.
it's yes, Latin conversion.
It's a sex change. It's called a strapodectomy.
There
And
you go.
a guy who has a sex change is called a cut and shut. Like they put them in there all the time.
Last minute, boys. It's been a pleasure. The one word that we all agree on is winners, and hopefully we've
Absolutely.
got plenty coming this weekend. Correct?
Yes.
Great to see
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Episode 100
Good to
AC.
see
Mark,
you. Nice
looking
suit there,
sharp.
Marto. 100,
Absolutely. Give us another
well
squeak
done,
of
boy.
your wine before we go.
Yes, happy 100. Woohoo!
Give us a squeak. Come on, before you go.
Oh, I'm empty. I'm out. I need a
Oh,
refill.
perfect. Good
I'm
luck,
out.
and
I'm
good
out.
luck tonight as well.
Coral Coast Cup at
Yes,
Goodwood on
yes.
Saturday night. What's the post after Saturday? We might just put something in there, a double figure odds. I've got to